Welcome to Polk Place. I'm Brian Lacey, and joining me from the Polk History Center, Jamie Jameson. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. I work inside in the summertime, so I'm fantastic.
Yeah, it's slightly moist out there.
A little bit.
And for those of you who don't know, the PGTV studios are 2 blocks, 3 blocks away. I don't know if Jamie walks that or she drives that.
So, full confession, today I drove. Normally I walk, but today I walked outside and got hit by that humidity, and I said, today is a driving day.
It's a blast.
Yes.
And speaking of blast, July.
Yes.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, so July is a really fun month for us. Of course, we're celebrating the birth of our nation through the Declaration of Independence, and we'll have some really great social media posts on some trivia dealing with the 4th of July. So if you're not following Polk County government on Facebook or Instagram, you definitely need to start doing that so that you can get all your quality history content.
Irony. Irony.
Irony.
The Polk History Center is fluent in social media.
We are very fluent in it.
Talk about that, how that helps you reach your crowds.
Yeah, so one of the cool things about social media is it's really what we in the biz, in the museum biz, kind of refer to as our easily accessible walk-up audience, right? So I can't pick up the History Center and take it to Lakeland or take it to Davenport and engage with those publics, but through social media, we can provide interesting, current, relevant information about Polk County's history that's accessible county-wide, which, you know, in a county the size of some states, that's very important.
So what else do we have going on in July?
Well, we have our architectural tour on July 16th, and you join myself and Bartholomew Delcamp for that tour. And the good news is it's in the morning, it's about 11 o'clock, and we're only outside for like 10 minutes of the tour. And then the rest of it is all inside in the air conditioning. And he's going to be focusing on, and this is kind of a secret, most people don't know this, our building is not the same that it was when it opened in 1908. So there were 2 wings added to it in 1926. And he's going to be talking about the windows that were intended to be fireproof when the 1926 building was added on. And it's really neat. You can actually see some of the stamp work from the production company that made the windows, I believe in Chicago. You want to know the best part? I can't find out much about that production company because it burned to the ground.
Irony.
Very ironic. So he's going to take you on a tour of the building and share that in addition to our regular features of the architectural tour, including the courtrooms and some of the unique elements within the courthouse.
And the cool thing about with Bartholomew doing the tours, I went by the other day and he was doing one outside. And it was the Employee Advisory Council.
Okay.
Got on the cool hat, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
There's whether it's the genealogy, there's always a passion, a flair that each one of the employees brings to the demonstration that they're doing, and that's what's always so cool about visiting you guys. You love what you're doing.
Yes, and I love that you use the word passion because we admittedly refer to ourselves as just history nerds, and we get really excited about the small things.
Yep.
And it definitely is something, you know, when one of us finds something in the collection, we run downstairs and we're telling all 3, 4, or 5 of the rest of us, look what I found, look what I found. And I guess we're easily excitable too.
So let's talk. You have my attention as soon as you said the name, and I'm like, I threw you my challenge coin. I go, I know that name.
Yeah.
Talk about the lunch and learn.
So on Tuesday, July 19th, over the lunch hour, so from 12 to 1, Rear Admiral retired A.J. Jackson, some of you might know him as Mayor Jackson, he was the mayor of Bartow for a period of time, is going to come and talk to us about his experiences working within CENTCOM after 9/11 and throughout the global war on terror, I think through 2006 when he finally retired. And his specific role at CENTCOM was working with the international community to kind of build the humanitarian support in Afghanistan, but also to get those agreements in place for, you know, using bases, supplies, airfields, support, all that sort of thing. And he got to meet with some really interesting people. He's going to have artifacts from Kazakhstan, Egypt. He worked with the Japanese military, which I think there's a really interesting story specifically to Japan's involvement in the global war on terror and the way that they had proceeded since World War II with their military. And I don't want to spoil it, but it's a really kind of unique perspective that you don't think of as a legacy from World War II, but also the significance of the war on terror and that it was an international effort. And he's going to talk to us a little bit about not just his experiences, but you know, the war on terror ended, not necessarily completely, but last year with the withdrawal of troops. And you know, it's going to be interesting to get his perspective, what was accomplished, what was still left to be done, and you know, I think maybe speak on that emotion that we were all feeling on that day that, wait, this was 20 years. You know, what's going to come about from this? So we're really excited to hear from him. He's a local Polk Countyan, Bartowan, and he's one of our hometown heroes.
And anything else going July?
Oh yes, so we're going way back to 2001 for Lunch and Learn, but we're gonna go way back to the 1600s for Genealogy Speaker Series. Preston's guest this month is a woman who works for the Mayflower Society. And you might remember from elementary school that the Pilgrims came across the Atlantic on the Mayflower. And I've never actually thought about this, but now I'm curious, am I descended from anyone that came to America on the Mayflower? That'd be pretty cool. She's going to tell us how can you research to see if you're a descendant of a Mayflower passenger. Yeah.
All right, we got about 30 seconds left. Anything else you want to tell the folks?
Hey, if you're planning a group tour, you have family coming into town and you're looking for something to do, please give us a call. We've got some great programs. Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. We actually worked with some Girl Scouts this summer to earn badges. So my Scout leaders, give me a call and let's earn some badges.
Don't forget the cookies.
Oh yes, yes. We don't take payment at the History Center, but we welcome cookies. Always. Thin Mints and Samoas.
Oh, you're my girl with Thin Mints.
Yeah.
You know what they say, time flies when you're having fun, and
Yes.
well, we out of time, girl.
I've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next month.
All right, see you soon.
Bye.
Polk County has a rich history and heritage, and the Polk History Center is continuously thinking of new ways to help Polk residents experience that history. The museum's collection includes natural and cultural objects related to Polk and the greater Central Florida area that represent our history from pre-Columbian to present-day eras. The artifacts on display at the museum represent individuals, cultural groups, and events significant to the region. Located at 100 East Main Street in Bartow, the History Center is open 9 to 5, Tuesday through Saturday. Need more information on exhibits, events, anything else? Check them out on the web, polkhistorycenter.org, or give them a call, 863-534-4386.